असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय. Okay, we are in second lesson of ninth standard, that is the natural realms of the earth. In the natural realms of the earth, we are discussing about lithosphere. In our previous session, we have discussed that work of water. Work of water. Due to the work of water, V-shaped valleys were formed, gorges were formed, canyons formed, plunge pools formed. Next, due to the work of water, plains were formed, Axbow, lakes, meanders formed, and flood plain deltas also formed due to the work of water. Then after, we have discussed that glaciers on the mountains. Whenever the glacier move from one place to another place, the glaciers abrasive and erode the rocks. This we call as plucking. Whenever they are moving one place to another place, gravel, sediments, they bring along with them. Finally, the gravel, sediment, stone, they deposit someplace. So the deposition by the glacier we usually called moraines in our previous session. Today we will discuss work of waves. Work of waves. Waves here, sea waves. Waves here, sea waves. You observe the sea or ocean. The erosion and deposit by the sea or by the ocean waves gives rise to coastal landforms. Coastal landforms. Coastal landforms. How coastal landforms were formed? Coastal landforms were formed by the erosion and deposition. By the erosion. Coastal landforms were formed by the process of erosion, deposition by the sea waves. By the sea waves. So sea waves act as the erosion, sea wave act as deposition. So due to this, landforms near the coastal areas were formed. Sir, what are that? Can you give example? Let's see sea waves. Sea waves affect how the sea waves also change the coast or change the landforms. First, sea caves. We can learn sea caves. Sea cave after arches after stacks after cliff. So these kind of the landforms we may find in the coastal region. Sir, what are sea caves? What are sea caves? Example, this is a rock, this is a rock, and this is a ocean or this is a sea. This is a sea. Sometimes, very huge waves come and they strike to the rock. Okay, sea waves continuously strike these rocks. Sea waves continuously strike at the rock. Whenever they strike at the rock, weathering will be happen. What is weathering? Weathering means breaking of the stone into pieces. When it will be the stone breaks here. When the stone break here, what will happen? One small hole like cave, like a cave shape, caves were formed. So caves are formed due to the striking of sea waves continuously to the rocks. Okay. Next, for example, whenever these sea caves further become bigger, the sea caves are further become bigger, it will become like, it will become like arch. It will become like arch. Right, this is, like arch. Whenever it will be hit, it will become arch. Arch means we can see from this side to that side. Okay, it will become like arch. So the caves, whenever the caves further erosion leads, or when the caves become bigger and bigger, what will happen? Sea arches will be formed. the sea arches will be formed. Whenever the sea arches, example, this is an arch. This is an arch. This place completely ocean. This place completely ocean or sea. And whenever continuously the sea waves are rising here, this part also may fall. This part also may eroded. Whenever this part will be eroded, only this part will be remain. Only one part will be remain. Example, this is arch. This is arch. Whenever the ocean waves, the sea waves striking on them, this part completely eroded. This part completely merged, or this part completely eroded by the sea waves. Only one person, like pole, okay, like pole, one vertical pole will be there. So the vertical thing whichever remain, it is we called as stacks. How the stacks formed? Stacks were formed that the sea arches leads to erosion. Then breaks the roof. This roof was broke. Whenever the roof was broke, finally this was remained. Example, this is a cave, sea arch. From the sea arch, suddenly this was collapsed. This was remained. So these are called as stacks. Next, stacks after cliffs. Cliffs also can be called as sea cliffs. These are the steep means height, steep, rocky coast, rising vertically. Yeah, the steep rocky coast rising vertically, almost vertically above the sea water. Yeah, the steep rocky coast rising vertically above the sea water, it is called as cliff. So I want to draw the cliff. What is cliff? Example, this is, yeah. So these are here. This is the ocean. Okay, this is the ocean. Like wall shape. Like it will like act as a wall. See, this is very vertical. Okay, this is called as, this is ocean. This part is completely. This is the land. Here, the sea cliff is the rocky surface was raising. The steep rocky coast rising almost the water bodies. Is called as sea cliffs. So these are formed due to the sea waves. These all are formed to the sea waves. It's very important. Let's see what are cape and what are bay. Cape and bay. Usually many members they confuse. What is cape? Cape is nothing but cape is we usually call that Cape Comorin, Cape of Good Hope, the headland cutting into the sea. Simple. Cape is the headland. Headland cutting into the sea. Example. Yeah, this is sea, Indian Ocean. This is completely sea. You see this cone shape. It is completely cutting into the sea. This is called as this cone shape. Yeah, this is called as cape. This edge is called as cape. This is we called as Cape Comorin near Kanyakumari. Cape Comorin. This is a cape. Next, let's see bay. What is bay? We usually call Bay of Bengal. Sir, what is bay? Bay is partly enclosed with land. It's very important. Bay is partly enclosed with the land, and this is also wide-mouthed, wide-mouthed recess in the coast or recess in the line of the coast. Wide-mouthed recess in the coast. So I want to show you example. This is India map. Here you see these kind of things will be there in India. So whenever it was in this side, mouth side, okay, mouth side, okay, so this is called as wide mouthed. So this is wide mouthed. The wide mouth recess in the coast is called as bay. It is partly enclosed with the land. Example, if this is the sea, suddenly this thing will be there. Yes, this is bay. This is called as bay. Okay, because it is like a mouth. Next, bay. Bay after beaches. You all know that beaches. World famous beach, you know, Chennai Marina Beach. Why? How the beach will form? Beaches usually form. The sea waves deposit the sediments. Sea waves deposits the sediments. Where they will deposits? Along the shore. Okay. Whenever sea waves they comes, you know, they brought lot of sand. That sand it will be deposited. So usually sea waves only deposit the sand. So that we usually believe as beaches. These are beaches. So this is work of waves. Now let's see work of wind. Now next we have to see. We'll see work of wind. So wind also, in our before session only we have learned that wind also act as a erosion material. Okay, how sir, how wind will be act? You know that wind is dominant agent in the atmosphere. Wind is in our atmosphere, air is there, that air is dominant. So with this dominant of air, there are a number of deserts were formed. Yeah, you know that about one of the world land made up with the deserts. The land was made up with deserts. Yeah, the land was made up with the deserts. Sir, what are deserts? What are the types of deserts? Deserts are cold desert, hot desert. Cold desert, Jammu Kashmir. Hot deserts are some of the deserts were rocky deserts, some were rocks, some of the deserts were stony deserts, some of the deserts were sandy deserts. We usually see many sandy deserts. You know, world largest desert is Sahara Desert. Okay. Next, in our India, Thar deserts. Thar desert, these both are important deserts. It is in the world largest. It is in India, Thar desert. Okay. In the deserts also, the wind play very crucial role in the making of certain landforms. How, sir? You see, strong winds carry the sand and fine soil, which they strike long, very big stones. Strong winds carry the sand and fine soil. They strike a long rocks. For example, this is a rock. Whenever the sand will come, the sand will touch them. Yeah, the sand will hit them. The sand hit the rocks. Whenever the sand hit the rocks, it will act as a sandpaper. You know the sandpaper we use to rub the wood. Okay, it will act as sandpaper. Whenever it will act as a sandpaper, slowly the rocks will be eroded. The rock size also will be decreases. So whenever the rock size will be decreases, example, this is one rock. Mostly whenever storms, gusts, winds, strong winds come, it will erode that. Whenever it will erode, you know, the size will become like this one, mushroom rock. Actually, this is a rock, but the lower portion was eroded by the wind, eroded by the sand. So this is called as mushroom rocks. These are called as mushroom rocks. Okay, mushroom rocks. I repeat, whenever the sand, wind blow in the deserts, whenever the wind or the sand they strike the rocks. Usually for many years, finally this will be become like this. Okay, it is called as mushroom rocks. Next, Inselberg. Next, Inselberg. Inselberg also called as island mountain. Island mountain. Usually these mountains are isolated residual mountains. These mountains are isolated mountains. Yeah, isolated mountains. They rise abruptly from the land. Example, this is a land. On this land, these will be like this. Okay. Actually, the mountain will be in this shape. Okay, height, very height. But these are not like that. These are, very wide. Okay. So these are called as Inselberg. In this Inselberg, we can see one certain lines. Okay, certain lines we can see, because whenever the wind blow, the sand will fell on that, and when the sand slowly come down, whenever the sand slowly come down, it will form small steep slopes, certain lines we may find out. And moreover, maybe this was in this side. Billion years ago, this mountain was like this. But what happened? Whenever every time the sand hit to this mountain, slowly it is decreasing. Hence, this is called as Inselberg. Apart from this rounded, it is not rounded one. Steep slopes rather than rounded top. Steep slope is there, but rather than round, it was not rounded. This was not rounded. Next, let's see sand dunes. Sand dunes. Yeah, you know that sand dunes. Sand dunes, due to weathering, long accumulated of fine sand in many deserts. Huge sand is there, that we call as what? Desert. Okay. These sand dunes will move one place to another place. One place to another place they usually move. There are a number of shapes will be there. One shape will be like this. One shape, different shapes will be there for these deserts. We don't have a proper shape. This we call as barkans. Okay. So in the sand dunes also, in the deserts also, very fine dust blow beyond to the neighboring places, or the fine dust blow beyond the desert's limit. It deposited nearby the neighboring places. Example, this is a desert. When the wind blows, very soft one, very like our floor, wheat floor, very soft one, it will come this side. Very smooth sand, dust, it deposited the neighboring places. It is now deposited in the neighboring places. In these neighboring places, whatever the fine dust it was deposited, it is actually yellow in color. It was yellow in color. So this is called as loess. The yellow soft dust nature, it is called as loess plains. Loess plains. Sir, what are loess, sir? Loess are fine loam. It contain fine loam and rich lime. It is rich lime and very coherent and porous. Extremely porous. So the fine dust which is in yellow color, these are called as loess plains. Its characteristics were fine loam, rich lime, very coherent and extremely porous. So these are the characters of the sand dunes. I want to repeat to you that you have to observe the world map. So most of this is Africa. This side Sahara Desert, this side Sahara Desert and Kalahari Desert. Most of the deserts are on the west side because of less rainfall. Most of the deserts are in west side because of very less rainfall occurred in the west side. Next. So our second lesson, that is lithosphere lesson, completed. One thing I wanted to show you, I want to show you in the pic that is about in our textbook. The picture was given about 7 major plates and 2 minor plates. Yeah, once you observe the picture which is given in our textbook, now also available, earth was made up with 7 major plates. Okay, North America, South America, Africa, Indo-Australian, Antarctica, okay, and Eurasia, Australia. So these plates were very important to understand the geologist activity. And Nazca plate and Arabia plate. Nazca plate and Arabia plate also they mention in the map which is given in our textbook. So that this is our, I hope you understand this lesson. Second lesson successfully completed. I hope you understood this lesson, and any doubts are there you can just bring to my notice. I'll try to solve your doubts. I hope you understand. Thank you very much.